Hello everyone. So this is the second session of the Fourier series playlist. So this is the Euler's theorem or Euler's formula we'll be discussing today, which is we are discussing on the interval in the interval c to c plus 2l. So we'll be discussing this is in general, and you can just apply this type of formulae for any other intervals. So by the end of the session, you'll be able to derive Fourier series of functions of c to c plus 2l period, which is known as the Euler's formulae, and you can able to write the formulae for the Fourier series and the Fourier coefficients under the given cases. Okay, this Fourier series of the functions c to c plus 2l period. What do you mean by c to c plus 2l? This is the interval and this is of the period 2l period, and this is the Euler's. Let f of x be a periodic function with the period. This is the given to you as period 2l, and the interval is c to c plus 2l. We have seen in the last session that this is the known as the Fourier series. F of x is equals to a0 plus summation of a n cos of n pi x by l. N is moving from 1 to infinity, plus summation of bn sine of n pi x by l. N is moving from 1 to infinity. So if you observe, this f of x has been expressed as a constant plus something into the cos terms plus some constants into the sine terms. So this is nothing but an expansion, Fourier series expansion. So now out of that, suppose we have to find out a0 with the period 2l and in the interval c to c plus 2l. So what we have to do, we have to integrate both the sides of this equation with respect to x, with respect to x interval c to c plus 2l. Therefore, if we'll just do the LHS and RHS, integration is from c to c plus 2l. So this is the LHS part. We are getting integration c to c plus 2l. F of x dx is equals to a0 is a constant, integration c to c plus 2l dx, where that means what we have got it here 1 plus integration c to c plus 2l summation a n cos of n pi x by l plus integration c to c plus 2l summation b n sine of n pi x by l dx, which will give you. So now this is integration c to c plus 2l of the function, because it's summation of a n equals to 1 to infinity is a constant. So what will happen, it is integration c to c plus 2l cos of n pi x by l dx. Now whenever we'll integrate, this will give you cos, and whenever you put the upper and the lower limit, then x will be replaced as cos of n pi c plus 2l upon l minus cos of n pi c by l, right? Now if you'll observe, this has been given to you, that is its periodic function with period 2l. In this type of functions, we'll be having the function, this function is getting repeated after every period 2l, and that is the reason we'll be getting the integration value for the second and the third as 0. So integration from cos of n pi x by l dx is 0. Integration c to c plus 2l sine of n pi x by l is dx is equals to 0, and we will get it in the only the first part. So integration of 1 will give me x, and if you'll put the upper and the lower limit, if you'll get it c plus 2l minus c, so c will go off and you'll remain here with 2l a0. So this integration c to c plus 2l f of x dx is equals to 2l a0, which have been given, which will be giving you this a0 is equals to 1 upon 2l. So this 1 upon 2l will go to the other side, and it will be, so a0, which is the first coefficient or a constant coefficient of the Fourier series, 1 upon 2l integration c to c plus 2l f of x dx. Okay, then the next is, if you'll go ahead and wanted to go for an, then you need to multiply both the sides by cos of n pi x by l, and integrating with respect to x, the interval is c to c plus 2l. So we have to multiply this entire equation from cos of n pi x by l. So multiplying this LHS will be this f of x cos of n pi x by l, integration from c to c plus 2l, and this another side will be giving you as a0 integration c to c plus 2l cos of n pi x by l dx, and this cos of n pi x, this entire thing is getting multiplied with cos n pi x, again this is cos n pi x. So now if you'll observe, Integration c to c plus 2l cos of n pi x by l into cos of n pi x by l dx is not equals to 0, then it will give me 0. Yeah, then it will give me 0. And if it is equal, then m and n unequal, so we will get it as L. So if you'll observe this second term, cos of n pi x by L, cos of n pi x by L, so we have got it here, the value of m and n are equal, that is n here, and therefore we'll be getting this entire integral as L. What will happen to the other terms? Obviously, we have seen the last to calculate a0, this is integration from c to c plus cl cos of n pi x by L will give me 0. Similarly, if you observe this sine and cos, we have got a combination of these two, and we have seen in the first session of this Fourier series that this is the orthogonal function and it is of period 2L. Because of the periodicity of the period 2L, we'll be getting this multiplication function, and then the integral c to c plus 2L as equals to 0 for all m and n. And therefore, we'll be getting this first as 0, second as I have told you, it is L into summation of n is moving from 1 to infinity will give me an, plus this is 0. This is 0, and therefore we'll be getting it as L into an, which is nothing but the second coefficient, or you can say the Fourier coefficient an is 1 by L integration c to c plus 2L f of x cos of n pi x by L dx. Then moving ahead with the third one, that is Bn, multiplying both the sides with sine of n pi x by L, integrating with respect to x with this. So this is the LHS side, RHS will give you this, everything is getting multiplied by sine n pi x by L. Again, by this the identity sine with m equals to n, will be getting it as L. So we will be getting this third term as L times Bn, and the second and the first term will go to 0. So if you'll observe this first and the second, because it's a combination of sine cos, we have seen in the last step I have given you that. So it's L into Bn, and therefore it is just Lbn, which will give me the third coefficient of the Fourier, that is Bn is equals to 1 by L integration c to c plus 2L f of x sine of n pi x by L dx. It is known as, and therefore this is known as the Euler's formulae, which give the values of the coefficient a0, an, bn, which are known as the Fourier coefficients, and it is also known as the constants. They are also known as the Fourier constants. Okay, so let us consider a few cases here, and Fourier series and Fourier coefficients, how this will change according to the case. Case number 1, when c equals to 0 and 2L is equals to 2 pi. So we will observe the interval is c to c plus 2L, c to c plus 2L, and if we'll see that, say it here, that is c is equals to 0 and 2L we are taking it as 2 pi. So this will give me L is equals to pi. L is equals to pi. So what will happen here? So this is the function, that is the series f of x is a0 plus summation of an cos of n pi x by L. N is moving from 1 to infinity, plus 0 summation bn sine of n pi x by L, right? And what will happen if it is L equals to pi, because we are considering this particular case 1, which when I have decided, I have taken this up L equals to pi. From where we have taken, we have got this because of this conditions given. So cases are when c is 0 and when 2L is equals to 2 pi. At that time, this L is equals to pi. So if this L is equals to pi, because in this series, if you will observe, there is no c involved. So we did not have to worry about this value of c. But yes, we need to have the value of L. So value of L is equals to pi, and because of this L, cos of n pi x by L, L is pi. So this pi and this pi will go off. Similarly, from here, the pi will go off from the angle and will remain here with the series f of x is equals to a0 summation of an cos of nx, then plus summation of bn sine of nx. Every time I will not say n is moving from 1 to infinity. If at all there is any change in that, I will just say it. Okay, then what will happen? What was the a in a0 at that time? It's 1 upon 2L c to c plus 2L f of x dx. What is the change? So if we'll observe this c plus 2L, so if we'll observe this c to c plus 2L has been changed to 0 to 2 pi. This range has been changed because c is 0. 0 plus 2L is 2 pi, which is giving me 0 to 2 pi. So the limit will change from C to C plus 2L to 0 to 2 pi. And this value of L is equals to pi, which we have already seen. And therefore A0, the value of A0 is 1 upon 2 pi 0 to 2 pi f of x dx. What will be the change in An? Again, the value of L is pi. So every time I need to remember two things. First is the value of L, which is pi over here. And what is the range here? The range is 0 to 2 pi. So these are the two things I need to remember whenever I'm writing the formula from this. And therefore this An is 1 upon pi 0 to 2 pi f of x cos of nx dx. Then Bn again the same, only there will be the change in this. So Bn becomes 1 by pi 0 to 2 pi f of x sin of nx dx. So this is just a case I have discussed. There are few more cases, but you need to first identify, because if you observe this entire series over here, you need to take care of the value of L and you need to take care of the interval for to write down this interval, and then just you need to have solve this formally. Okay. Then case 2 is when C is equals to minus pi, 2L is equals to 2 pi. So if you'll observe again, what will be the, okay, let me just go ahead. So this is f of x is this, and what will be the L? Value of L is again here, because it's 2L equals to 2 pi. So L equals to pi. That's the first thing I noted down. And what is the second thing is? Second thing is C is equals to minus pi, 2L is equals to 2 pi. That means L is equals to pi. So what will be the interval? Interval would be minus pi to pi. Clear? So L is equals to pi, because this L is equals to pi, C is equals to minus pi. So this C to C plus 2L interval becomes here, C is minus pi, comma, C is minus pi, 2L is 2 pi. So this entire interval becomes here minus pi to pi. So I need to note it down the value of L, and I need to note it down the value of the interval in this particular. And according to that, the formula will change. So here, because again the L is pi, this will go off from here and you will get it here. Cos of nx, sin of nx, there is no other change. Where will be the change in A0? The value of this L is pi and the interval is minus pi to pi, and therefore it is 1 upon 2 pi minus pi to pi f of x dx. Similarly, An is 1 by pi minus pi to pi f of x cos of nx dx, and this Bn becomes 1 by pi minus pi to pi f of x sin of nx dx. So this is the first thing you need to note it down. You need to note it down that what is the value of L and what is the interval here. Very important to note these 2 points whenever you are going ahead with any case or with any application. Similarly, case 3 is when C is equals to 0. Clear? When say C equals to 0, there is no change. There is no change. So I have the interval C to C plus 2L. Let me identify what would be my L here. So it is C is equals to 0. That means 0, comma, 0 plus 2L. Clear? So this is nothing but 0, comma, 2L. So this is the interval. I have got it 2L, and this gives me the value of L is equals to small l. So this is the first thing. Second thing is 0 to 2L is the interval. So the value of C is equals to 0 and the value of L is equals to L. Because this L is equals to L, there is no change in this. This entire formula remains the same. A0 is 1 upon 2L C to C plus 2L f of x dx. What will be the variable will change? There is only the change in the interval. This 2L becomes L because my L is equals to L here. And similarly for the An, 1 upon L 0 to 2L f of x cos of n pi x by L dx, and the Bn will also remain the same. So L is equals to L and the interval is 0 to 2 pi. Always concentrate on the value of small l and always concentrate on the value of the interval. Then case 4 is if C is equals to minus L. So the interval is C to C plus 2L. Out of that, I have got C as minus L plus 2L. This becomes here. So therefore the interval becomes here minus L to L is the interval. And what is the value of L over here? The value of L is equals to L only. So first thing to note, second thing to note. And therefore this becomes the same. This remains the same because L is L here. Where will be the change? the change will be in the interval. Instead of c to c plus 2l, it will be minus l to l, and entire thing remains the same. Clear? So these are nothing but how you can identify from the given interval. You need to identify from the given interval. Now these are the just cases I have discussed. What will be the cases here which can exist here whenever what will be the value of c, what will be the value of l. According to that, the intervals will change. According to that, the formula of the Fourier series and the Fourier coefficient will change. Okay, now it's not required for you all to remember all these things. We will be solving the question only based on this particular thing what we have done it here. So we will be concentrating only on this formula, and accordingly how this formula will change whenever we'll be going ahead with any kind of the interval has been given to us and we need to find out the Fourier series. So if at all any doubt for you all, just let me know in the comment section so that I can make a comment and reply you all. Thank you. Happy learning.